Greetings. Before we start the anime recap, I just want to clarify that the anime studio stated that every characters in this anime are over 18 and they are adult. So, YouTube staff, don't just assume everything just because your mind is messed up.
模擬店で出すジュースをみんなに試してもらってるんす。お願いしていいっすか？
そうか。では。
先輩、行きますよ。
ありがとうございます。
Greetings. This is going to be a short recap about a cultural anime. This is not a regular anime, so Google and Incognito are your best friends. By the way, this anime has NTR in it, so some of you guys might not like this anime. However, there might be a way to change that by following this advice. Anyways, the story begins when this guy, Shintaro, who is the student council vice president, is working very hard for the school culture festival. When he is saving the animator's budget, someone called out to him. It is the student council president, Reiko, and it looks like both of them are in a relationship.
こう見えて、実はちょっと強引で、肝心な時には頼りになる。私の王子様だ。
After that, both of them are making rounds to inspect every class. She wants to be alone with him after the inspection is over, but he is too dense to realize that.
1秒だって無駄にはできないぞ。
でも出し物の見回りするだけじゃ。先輩。
However, he is not a coward, so he told her that they can do their couple activity here.
ちょっと。
じゃあ、今ここで講義してください。
Right when they are about to kiss, someone called out to them. It is a guy, and he has brought them some drinks.
模擬店で出すジュースをみんなに試してもらってるんす。お願いしていいっすか？
そうか。では。
After she drank that, she felt weird, but she doesn't care about it. It looks like that guy is planning something bad. Then, they are going to inspect the maze in the classroom. When they entered the maze, it is very dark there, and he doesn't realize her condition is getting worse. At that moment, she felt out of breath, and she felt like her body is getting hot. It seems like there is actually something in her drink just now. It would be funny if she drank the other one. Wait a second, I just realized that Shintaro did not drink that. Well, that makes a lot of sense actually. Anyways, for unknown reason, she has lost him in the dark although he is not African American. Then, someone grabbed her hand, and she thought that it is him.
普段からこのぐらい強引でもいいのに。
Therefore, she followed him without any resistance. In the meantime, Shintaro has walked past her, and he doesn't know where did she go.
ようやく目が慣れてきたよ。先輩どこだ？
In there, that unknown person is inspecting her superior genes, but she is actually fine with it since she thought that it is him. In addition, she looks happy because this is his first time being this assertive and forceful. I guess she is into that kind of shit after all. Since she has drank the fun stuff just now, her dungeon is leaking a lot of holy water which is enough to transform the desert into oasis. Then, she was brought onto a bed. I have no idea how did they spawn the bed out of nowhere. They must be playing in creative mode. Anyways, that guy wants to explore her dungeon, and she is not showing any sign of resistance. When the Excalibur has entered the dungeon, she felt like something is wrong, and she knew that it is not him all along. Damn, she must be an expert in Excaliburtology. Moving on, she kept rejecting him, but that is not going to stop the invasion of his Excalibur. Therefore, his Excalibur has invaded her dungeon, and all she can do is begging him to stop, and apologizing to Shintaro all the time. During that guy told her that he is recording all of this in 4K because he wants to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. In addition, he also can use that video to politely persuade her next time. After that, he used Protein Blast in her dungeon because he can get the milk whenever he wants. Meanwhile, Shintaro has no idea where did she go. Then, this girl told him that Reiko has informed her that she is feeling unwell, so she is taking a rest.
私がもらったメールには、慎太郎先輩とはぐれた後、体調が悪くなって休んでるから伝えに行ってくれとしか。
It looks like that girl is in cahoots with that guy. Anyhow, that guy is ready for round 2, and he is going to explore her dungeon again. During the dungeon invasion, he wants to know how did she possess such knowledge in Excaliburtology. She doesn't want to tell him, so he kept invading her dungeon like his life depends on it. In the end, she confessed that she has cleaned Shintaro's Excalibur the climate-friendly way once. Then, she confessed that his Excalibur has surpassed Shintaro's Excalibur in all aspect. Well, please comment F for him in the comment section below. After everything is over, she meets him at the student council room, and she apologized to him for disappearing suddenly. Then, she told him that she is feeling unwell, so she is going home first. It looks like he has no idea what was happening just now, and he doesn't know that he is a victim of NTR now. On the next day, she is cleaning that guy's Excalibur because she has no choice. In the meantime, Shintaro has noticed that Reiko has changed, but he doesn't know if his hunch is correct. So, he asked the girl before, Misaki, if she knew anything.
おかしいって、玲子先輩の様子ですか？ますけど。
それだけかな。
みんなで遊園地へ、ゴー！
As expected, she just said some bullshit to him, so she can gaslight him into thinking that he is just overthinking. Moving on, it seems like Reiko is getting her dungeon invaded by that guy right below them. When she accidentally let out a royalty-free audio, Misaki heard it, and she knew that it is Reiko. So, she leaned over the rail to look for her, but Reiko is nowhere to be found.
玲子先輩の声がしたような。
Well, I don't think it will matter that much, since she is one of them after all. In the meantime, Reiko has no idea why is she feeling great although her dungeon is getting invaded by a foreign Excalibur. In the end, that guy has used Protein Blast in her dungeon to prove that he is the rightful ruler of this land. One day, both Reiko and Shintaro are going on a date. When she is waiting for him to get some drink, she suddenly received a text message, and it is a picture of Misaki in her default skin. As expected, she is really in cahoots with those guys, and her dungeon is getting explored by them like no tomorrow. During all of that, she looks like she really enjoyed it a lot. Well, I guess she belongs to the street after all. The message stated that she must bring Shintaro too, or she will get sponsored by NordVPN. Therefore, she has no choice but to bring him there. After that, they might have beaten him up and tied him up to the pillar. It seems like they want him to spectate the dungeon invasion in 4K, so they gave him the front row VIP seat. Thus, the show has begun, and that guy starts to invade her dungeon like his life depends on it. He even wants her to admit that his Excalibur is better than Shintaro. Therefore, she has no choice but to admit it in the end. Although she is not willing to admit that in her mind, Shintaro has no way of knowing that, since he has seen her taking on his Excalibur like a true protein receiver. During all of that, Shintaro is watching them in 4K, and I have no idea what's on his mind right now. Anyways, Misaki was also given some protein pie by the other guy. After that, both Reiko and Misaki are playing Bouncing Simulator 2024 together. It looks like they are having a collab gameplay, and they are doing very well actually. During the gameplay, Reiko kept begging that guy to stop, but she should save her energy instead. Then, that guy directs her toward Shintaro, so both of them can have a good look at each other. She knew that this is messed up, but she couldn't help it but to reach the peak from that dungeon invasion. In the end, that guy has given her the protein pie right in front of him, and he is so done with himself. Unfortunately, this anime is about NTR, so bad guys will always win, and there is no revenge arc for him. Ever since that day, he was also forced by them to obey them, or the videos of Reiko might get uploaded on the internet, and she will get a lot of sponsorship. As a result, he has no choice but to obey them. When they are having the protein time at the student council room, they want him to be on the lookout, so the others will not find out about their protein time, and they can carry out their protein time in peace. When it's Reiko's turn to get the Excalibur treatment, he just looked at her and did not say anything to her. In addition, he looks very disappointed. It looks like both of them have become cold to each other, and I think they have already broke up. I mean, who wouldn't? Anyways, Reiko is having protein time with that guy in there, while he is just standing outside like a guard dog. I guess he could hear her royalty-free audio through the door, and everything is just messed up. Thus, that is the end of my recap for this cultural anime. This anime has 2 episodes only, and it was animated by Mary Jane. These are the comments and feedback for this anime from a cultural website. So, what do you guys think about the plot and animation of this anime? Does NTR usually have great animation? Let me know in the comment section below after you watched it alone, or with your families. On second thought, don't watch it with them because this is not a wholesome one. By the way, for those who dislike the ending of this anime, you guys can actually read the manga. In the manga, Shintaro is the one who is playing Fortnite Battle Royale. In addition, his personality will change if his Excalibur became ready for battle. Apparently, it is not NTR, so it will not be animated, and they chose to animate the NTR route instead. Well, this is the sacred code. For those who are wondering, this is a 5-digit sauce since the manga was released almost 10 years ago. Anyways, only those who are cultural enough will know how to use the sacred code, so good luck on your adventure.
The numbers! What are they saying?